Morning began on the African savanna with waves of hot wind sweeping across the dry grassland. Beneath a low bush, a honey badger was slowly searching for food. It pressed its sensitive nose close to the ground, sniffing around small holes and occasionally digging up a few insects. But the tiny creatures were not enough to satisfy its hunger. High above the plains, a large eagle circled through the sky. Its broad wings remained almost motionless as rising currents of warm air carried it higher. From that height, the eagle could detect even the smallest movement on the ground. Suddenly, it spotted a large snake slithering across an exposed patch of grass. The snake moved quickly toward a cluster of rocks, but it had already been seen. The eagle immediately folded its wings. Its body dropped from the sky like an arrow. Within seconds, its sharp talons closed around the middle of the snake's body. The eagle beat its wings powerfully, attempting to lift the prey from the ground. But the snake fought back violently. It twisted its body and wrapped itself tightly around one of the eagle's legs. The snake's weight and resistance caused the bird to lose its balance. The eagle tried to rise, but one of its wings nearly struck the ground. Finally, it was forced to release its prey. The snake fell beside the bush where the honey badger was searching. The honey badger immediately raised its head. A large meal had just fallen from the sky, directly in front of it. Without hesitation, it charged forward. It pinned the snake's twisting body beneath one paw and sank its teeth into the area behind the snake's head. The snake turned and attempted to bite, but the honey badger's thick skin and coarse fur helped protect it from the strike. After a short but violent struggle, the snake stopped moving. The honey badger began dragging its prize toward a narrow crevice between several nearby rocks. But the eagle had not left. It circled back overhead, never taking its eyes off the snake. The bird had discovered and captured the prey first. It was not prepared to surrender its meal so easily. A dark shadow swept across the ground. The honey badger immediately stopped. It heard the eagle's wings cutting through the air behind it. The bird dived, stretching its legs forward and aiming its talons directly at the honey badger's back. The honey badger spun around just in time. It opened its mouth, exposed its sharp teeth, and released a deep, harsh growl. The eagle was forced to pull upward before flying too close to the ground. Its talons only brushed through the thick fur covering the honey badger's shoulder. The bird climbed back into the sky. The honey badger resumed dragging the snake, but now it frequently raised its head and watched the eagle. The eagle attacked for a second time. This time, it approached from the direction of the sun, using the bright light to obscure its movements. When the honey badger finally turned, one of the bird's talons scraped across its shoulder, leaving a long wound. The honey badger roared in pain, but it did not run. It dropped the snake, stood protectively in front of the prey, and lowered its body close to the ground. Its eyes remained fixed on the eagle circling above. The bird dived again. This time, the honey badger did not wait for the talons to reach it. As soon as the eagle flew low enough, the honey badger launched itself from the ground and seized the long feathers near the bird's leg. The eagle beat its wings wildly. Dust exploded into the air, and dry blades of grass spun around the struggling animals. The eagle tried to pull its leg free, but the honey badger refused to release its grip. For several seconds, the powerful bird was almost dragged completely onto the ground. Finally, a cluster of feathers tore loose. The eagle escaped and hurriedly flew toward the branch of a nearby dead tree. It perched above the ground, breathing rapidly as it watched its opponent below. The honey badger was also injured. Its shoulder was scratched, and its muzzle was covered in dust. But it continued standing beside the snake and growling. The eagle waited. It hoped the honey badger would abandon the prey or become careless. But the honey badger gave it no opportunity. It gripped the snake once again and dragged it quickly toward the rocky crevice. The prey was heavy and slowed its movements, but every step brought it closer to safety. The eagle left the branch and followed from above. It attempted one final attack, but the crevice was now only a few steps away. The honey badger squeezed between two large rocks, pulling the snake behind it. The entrance was only wide enough for its low, muscular body. The eagle landed outside. It lowered its head and stared into the narrow opening, but its broad wings and long legs prevented it from entering. Moving any closer would place it within reach of the honey badger's powerful jaws. The two animals stared at each other in silence. After several minutes, the eagle realized that the battle was over. It spread its wings to return to the sky and flew away in search of another meal. Inside the rocky crevice, the honey badger lay beside the snake. It licked the wound on its shoulder before beginning to eat. It had not been the first animal to see the prey. It had not even been the one that captured the snake. But it possessed courage, endurance, and a determination that refused to surrender. On the savanna, prey does not always belong to the animal that catches it first. Sometimes, it belongs to the one willing to fight until the very end to keep it.